kick right in front of the goal, and it's in.
Back in, up to the corner, take the shot, he scores!
Welcome, volleyball fans, to Peters Township High School, where tonight your Indians welcome the Baldwin Fighting Highlanders. Tonight you'll see some of the best volleyball on a Thursday night in Washington County. We also welcome our special guests, the St. Louis Boys Volleyball Program, and their coach, Tom Bertram. This match is being filmed for Channel 7 here in Peters. Check out ptct7.com for all the broadcast times. First, let's welcome the players from Baldwin. Number 12, Zach Remlinger. Number 11, Mark Timpanin. Number 10, Taylor Hay. Number 4, Nick Couch. Number 5, Jake Kemper. Number 6, Russ Zakrowski. Number 3, Esther Bechtold. Number 2, Colton Barr. Number 7, Ben Remlinger. Number 13, Dante Parente. And now your Peters Township Indians. Number 30, Brian Sullivan. Number 4, Carson Kramer. Number 6, Nathan Bayer. Number 22, Sean Werner. Number 13, Sean Sullivan. Number 16, Seth Stoll. Number 25, Nathan Renz. Number 23, Alex Buell. Number 21, Matthew Kirsch. Number 20, Sam Pistek. Number 14, Moritz Wolk. Number 10, Giorgio Vincenti. Number 15, Nick McCall. Number 24, Kevin Blesky. And number 9, Craig DiGiorgio. Our first referee this evening is Bernie O'Keefe. Our second referee is Milan Jekic. Please be kind to your referees. Would everyone please stand and remove your hats for our national anthem. Our singer this evening is Joe Wilson, a sophomore here in Peters Township.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
And welcome, volleyball fans, to Peters Township High School Gymnasium, where tonight your Indians take on the Baldwin Fighting Highlanders. We just heard the national anthem from sophomore Jill Wilson, student here at Peters Township.
Very full stands this evening at Peters Township. We also have special guests this evening, the St. Louis boys volleyball team and head coach Tom Bertrand. Our first referee this evening, that's the man in the stand, is Bernie O'Keefe. Second referee, that's the man standing below the net, is Milan Jekic. Tonight's match is best of 5. We used to call them games. We now call them sets. The first 4 sets are to 25, win by 2. The 5th and final set, if needed, is to 15, win by 2. Head coach for the Indians is Nate Swager. His second year as head coach for the Indians. The assistant coach is Chuck Harrison. On the Fighting Highlanders side, we have head coach Eric Falcione and assistant coach Adam Foote. Highlanders starting off the match with the serve in this first set. Stole to Sullivan. And there's a middle line violation called on the Indians. First point in set number 1, first point in the match to Baldwin. Stole, Sullivan, Gleski, and out of bounds by Gleski. 2 errors on the Indians early, and they're behind 2-0. Wolk, Sullivan sends it over on 2. That ball drops down. That counts as a kill, ladies and gentlemen at home. Sullivan serving. Deep serve down the middle by Sullivan. Overpass and violation, net violation on Baldwin. Another point for the Indians. The score is 2-2 early in set number 1. Sullivan again, deep serve this time down the middle. Middle set, off the block of Werner to Wolk. And Puel has to roll it over. Outside set, that's rolled deep. DeGiorgio to Sullivan. To Werner, who bumps it over on 3. And there is a net violation called on Baldwin. Lots of early unforced errors on both sides of the court this evening. Sullivan again, short serve down the middle. Outside set, and right between the block of Puel and Werner. Puel to Sullivan, back to Puel, who dinks it inside the 10-foot line for the kill. Gleski serving. Indians up by 1 here in set number 1. Deep serve down the line by Gleski, picked up easily by Baldwin, and there's a dump right in front of Gleski, tries to make a diving save. Point for the Highlanders. To Gleski, perfect pass to Sullivan, side sets it out to Wolk. Picked up by the Highlanders. Free ball coming over. That's deep, and that's out by about 2 feet. Indians again take the lead by 1. Brian Sullivan, freshman, in to serve. Short serve down the middle, picked up nicely by Baldwin. That's a roll, and that goes over the head of Gleski, who ducks out of the way. And the ball drops out of bounds. Smart play by senior Kevin Gleski. Sullivan again, this time into the net on the service error. The Indians still lead by 1. Set number 1. Score is 6-5. Deep serve to Puel, to Sullivan, to Klistek, who tops the ball a little bit, and that sails out of bounds. Short serve, Wolk, Sullivan, to Klistek again, goes cross court with it. Baldwin picks it up, saved, but the ball drops down onto the floor. Point for the Indians, they lead 7-6. Stoll back to serve. Deep serve down the middle, picked up by Baldwin. Back set. And that's hit out of bounds by DeGiorgio. Point for the Highlanders. Deep serve, DeGiorgio, perfect pass to Sullivan. Side sets it to Wolk. Into the block and down for the kill. Wolk back to serve. Indians take the lead by 1 again. Deep serve by Wolk, picked up by Baldwin. Back set into the block of Klistek and Gleski. Indians up by 2. Set number 1. Wolk serving again. Right down the middle, picked up by Baldwin. Outside set. Off the hands of Sullivan and out of bounds for the kill. Jump serve coming. And that ball's in for the ace. Baldwin ties it up at 9 apiece. Wolk gets it, picked up by Sullivan. DeGiorgio sends it over on 3. Middle set and dinked just outside the 10-foot line by Baldwin. Wolk tries to make a diving save, unable to get it. Baldwin takes the lead by 1, set number 1. Another jump serve coming. And that ball is out of bounds by inches. Deep serve by DeGiorgio and hits it out. Back-to-back service errors after Baldwin hits it out. One of the rules of serving, never miss a serve after your opponent misses the serve. Deep serve to Wolk. Perfect pass to Sullivan. Out for Gleski. Gleski has to dink it. And that ball drops down for the kill. Puel into the front row for the Indians. Sullivan back to serve. Short serve by Sullivan, picked up nicely by Baldwin. And around the block for the kill. Baldwin again in the lead by 1, set number 1. DeGiorgio to Sullivan. Out to Puel. Puel into the block. Puel tries to pop it back up. Hits it out of bounds. Another point for Baldwin. Giorgio to Sullivan. Out to Puel. This time Puel off the block and out of bounds. Point for the Indians. They are down by 1, set number 1. Gleski back to serve. Short serve by Gleski down the line. Back set. And that's out of bounds by about 2 feet. Gleski again, this time puts it down the middle. Perfect pass, back set to DiGiorgio. Sullivan bump sets it back to Puel. Puel unable to get it over the net on the third hit. Right down the line to Wolk, to Sullivan. DiGiorgio, who sails that out of bounds by about 12 feet. Highlanders lead by 2, 15-13. Short serve down the middle to Wolk. To Sullivan, back sets it to Puel, who hits it with his right hand over. Outside set into the block of Werner and Puel and out of bounds. To Wolk, to Sullivan, back to Wolk, rolls across court, and that ball drops down for the kill. Point for the Indians. Klistek into the front row. Sullivan back to serve. Short serve by Sullivan into the bottom of the net. Service error on the Indians. Point for the Highlanders. Deep serve to Puel. Sullivan tracks it down. Klistek sends it over on 3. Cross court. Just out of the reach of Wolk. Indians down by 4, set number 1. Right down the middle to Giorgio, to Sullivan. Back sets it to Klistek, and Klistek sails it out of bounds by about 5 feet. Indians down by 5. And there's the first timeout called by head coach Nate Swager. Indians down 19-14, set number 1. We'll be right back. And we're back from the first timeout. Scores 19-14. That goes to Puel, to Sullivan. Back to Puel, who hits it off the block. Back to Gleski, to Sullivan. Out to Wolk, who rolls it deep, and that ball drops in. Indians get it back. Stoll back to serve. Deep serve by Stoll. Trouble on Baldwin's side. Outside set. It's a catch called on Baldwin's setter. Deep serve by Stoll. Out of bounds. Indians down by 4. Jump float, that ball goes out of bounds by about a foot. Ball goes back to the Indians. Wolk back to serve. And that's dumped over on 2 by the Baldwin setter. Jump serve down the middle and the ace for Baldwin. And that ball goes out of bounds. Service error on the Highlanders. Ball goes back to the Indians. To Giorgio back to serve. Werner in the front row to hit. Deep serve by DeGiorgio, picked up by Baldwin. Dink short, picked up by Gleski. To Sullivan. Back out to Gleski. Into the tape, over the net. Gleski into the block, and the ball drops down on to the Indians' side. Indians down 23-18, set number 1. 2 more points and Baldwin wins the first set. Deep serve to Wolk, to Sullivan, to Werner, into the block, picked up by Baldwin. Into the block again, picked up by Baldwin. Into the net, and point for the Indians. Sullivan back to serve. Pula to the front row to hit. Cross court serve picked up by Baldwin. Outside. No. Backs. Rose set. And into the net. Deep serve by Sullivan. Outside set. Picked up by DeGiorgio. Sent over. Another outside set. Into the big block and down onto the Indian side. And now the Highlanders are looking at set point here in set number 1. Short serve, and Wolk sails it out of bounds. Baldwin gets the ace. They win first set 25-20. We'll be right back for the start of set number 2. And welcome back, folks. We're back for the start of set number 2. Indians versus the Baldwin Highlanders. Sullivan starts off set number 2 with the serve. And that's a catch called on the Baldwin setter. Deep serve by Sullivan. Outside set. Free ball coming over. Into the block of Werner and down. Point for the Indians. They lead 2-0 set number 2. Sullivan again. Deep serve down the middle. Perfect pass. Middle into the block of Werner and out of bounds for the kill. Into the net. Service error on Baldwin. Point for the Indians. Gleski back to serve. Short serve by Gleski. Overpass. And Werner puts it down for the kill.